At last. Oh, if I might only have a holiday in an asylum for the dumb. How I envy animals. They can't talk. If Johnny would only put his ears back or wag his tail, how much better it would be. We should know if he was cross or if he was pleased. And that's all we know now with all his talk. It never stops. Talk, 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 talk. That's my life. All morning I listen to Mama talking, and then at dinner I listen to Papa talking, and when he stops to take a breath, I listen to Johnny talking. And proposals are part of the routine of life here. The dullest part. The young man that comes a-courting is as familiar an incident as coffee for breakfast. And he's too much of a gentleman to misbehave himself, and I'm too much of a lady to let him. And he's shy and sheepish, and I'm correct and self-possessed. And at last, when I can no longer bear it, I either frighten him off or let him propose just to see how he'll do it, and then refuse him when he does it in the same silly way as all the rest. You don't call that an event in one's life, do you? With you, it was different. I should sooner have expected the North Pole to fall in love with me than you. I'm only a tailor's daughter when all's said. You may kiss my hand, if that would be any fun for you. No matter where, of comfort, no man speak. Let's talk of graves, of worms, of epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of wills. Yet not so. For what can we bequeath? Save our own deposed bodies to the ground. Our lands, our lives, and all our bowling brooks. And nothing can we call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth which serves as paste and cover to our bones. For God's sakes, sit upon the ground. Tell sad stories of the death of kings. How some have been deposed, some slain in wars, some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed, some sleeping killed, some poisoned by their wives, all murdered. For within the hollow crown which rounds the mortal temples of a king keeps death his court. And there his antic sits, scoffing at his state, grinning at his pomp, allowing a breath, a little seen to monarch eyes, to be feared and killed with looks, infusing him with self and vain conceit, as if this flesh which walls about our life were brass, impregnable, and humor thus comes at the last, and with a little pin bores through his castle wall, and farewell, king. Cover your heads, and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Throw away tradition, form, and ceremonious duty, for you have but mistook me all this while. I live with bread, like you. Feel want, taste grief, need friends. Subjected thus. How can you say to me I am a king?